My name is Al Tsai, and I am the current president of the Interlake Music Parents Association. In this short training video, I'm going to show you how to submit an expense reimbursement request. We created this new system in order to make it easier and faster to reimburse people or pay invoices for expenses from our IMPA funds. So first, please make sure that you have a digital copy of your invoice or receipts and in a place on your computer or your phone that's easy to find. I'll show you in a minute, but you'll be attaching this file to your request. Next, open our expenses page, which lives in the IMPA SharePoint site. You don't need to log in or use a password, you just need the link. So if you don't already have it, you can find it on our interlakemusic.org website. You can navigate to the board page and scroll to the bottom to find the link. Once you arrive at the site, click on the New button at the top to start a new request form. You'll see that there are several fields to complete, and most of them are required as indicated by the asterisk. So first, enter your first and last name as the requester. If you have entered a form before, you should be able to select your name from the menu. Next, you need to enter your email address. This is important because you'll receive a verification email sent to this address after you're done. Next, you'll need to select someone to approve this request. If you are requesting reimbursement for yourself, you will need to indicate someone other than yourself to approve the request. So the easiest will be to select General or Treasurer. If you have a co-VP and you select your own program VP to approve, only your co-VP will be able to approve the request. In any case, most of the time, you should just select the program that you represent or volunteered for. Next, enter in a title, a short and descriptive title for your expense. This can be something like clinician fee, or transportation, or supplies. So we'll just put in transportation. In the description field, you'll be able to enter in a little bit more detail. Something like the Portland Starlight Parade 2022 bus, or the 2022 A Taste of Music flowers. Something that's easy to understand and reference. Including the date and the name of the event would be especially helpful. Next, enter in the total dollar amount to be reimbursed. Now you can get reimbursed for multiple expenses in the same request, so you can add them up separately and add up and enter the total here. Next, select the music group whose funds we should draw from. You'll have the choice of selecting from band, jazz band, choir, orchestra, or the general fund. Next, we'll enter in a category. Now we've created a few major categories in order to organize our bookkeeping and track our expenses internally. And these are the most common: clinician, trips, designator, designation, and supplies. But you can enter in another category if you like. We'll just use this one as trips for this example. Next, we'll need to add in and attach your receipt or your invoice. And so you'll just click on Add Attachments, which should open up a dialog box where then you can browse around to find the file on your computer. I've saved a receipt here, for example, and you can add in multiple attachments or multiple receipts or invoices on the same request by clicking Add Attachments. And if you make a mistake or you change your mind or you selected the wrong one, you can always remove it and add it again. Finally, the payment. Pay to field should be the name of the recipient. The recipient name here could be Interlake High School, or it could be just the name of the person um, that should be getting the payment. This is the name that will be written on the check that our treasurer will write. Now, finally, we want to have you enter in the destination for the check. Now, for things like clinicians that are paid directly by the school, Sarah Brown at the front office takes care of that. So we've created a special menu item for her. Or you can say that the address is in the invoice, where you would select here, and our treasurer will look at the invoice for the exact mailing address. Or if you want to have the person receive the check in person, you can select that. Otherwise, enter in the address, and that will be where our treasurer will mail the check to. At any time, you can click Save, and it will save your progress, and you can always come back to complete the form later. But if you're ready and everything looks fine, click Yes under this Ready for Review box. Once you click Save, then your request will be submitted. When that happens, you as the requester will receive an email notifying you that your request has been successfully submitted and will be processed. The approvers that you indicated will receive an email notifying them that a request is awaiting their approval. Now, if the person approving the request finds something wrong or for whatever reason is not going to approve the request, they can decline it, and then you'll get a notice, and we'll need to talk with somebody about that to resolve that issue. But assuming everything's fine and your request is approved, the treasurer will then get a notice to write the check, get it co-signed, and get it to the recipient. And that's it. So if you have any questions, please contact your friendly IMPA treasurer or any of the board members. Thanks a lot.